The views expressed in this podcast are exclusive to its hosts and do not reflect the views of Dragon Wagon Radio, any of its personnel, or quite frankly, anyone with a fully formed brain. Marky, Xtreme, and Skeeter Skyflyer are not role models. They're not even real. They're idiots, and this show should not be listened to by anyone.
It's hardcore. It's uncensored. It's on your mark with Mark E. Xtreme.
Oh, hell yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to On Your Mark, the only show hosted by a 15 plus years undefeated backyard wrestling champion, Mark E. Xtreme, talking about the wrestling business. So obviously this show ain't no goddamn joke. And if anybody tweets me stuff that says, oh, hey, Marky, you look like a goddamn idiot. You look like a Sami Zayn knockoff. You look like a little titty fart version of Bean Ambrose. Well, let me tell you something. Those guys were jacking my laces in my boots before they even quivered in their little booties. I am the reason that I'm going to take these goddamn headphones off. Look at me when I'm talking to you. There ain't nobody that's seen the things I've seen. There ain't nobody that's done the things I've done. And there ain't nobody that's punked the things I've punked. And that's what makes this the best gosh dang podcast ever. And you know what? This is the best episode ever. I'm going to tell you why it's the best episode ever. First of all, Skeeter's not here. Holy fucking Hallelujah! Skeeter is gone. Not permanently, at least yet. So every day or every, 2 weeks, we record the podcast on the same day. So I texted Skeeter's goddamn butt. I'm surprised he even knows how to use a texting device. I said, where the fuck are you at? You're supposed to be here. He said, I got stuck in a well. And it's kind of cool, and I'm just going to stay here overnight. So Skeeter got his dumb ass, he fell into a well. It sounds like a goddamn 1950s Lassie episode. But he got his ass stuck in a well, and you know what? He says he's going to stay there. I hope he effing rots there. Because I think that this is all the podcast has ever needed. More Marquee, baby. More for your entertainment, right? Also, the thing that makes this the best On Your Mark episode ever, let me tell you right here and right now, I am finally going to give you skid marks at home, everything you've ever wanted. No more podcast episodes on fucking Nicholas or John Cena or any 205 Live or anything like that. No, for the first time ever, I'm going to give you guys what you really want to hear. Today's episode is all about won't turn your back on a Wolfpac. Wolfpac is back causing my erections. Can't you see these bad boys' erections? Don't turn your back. Today we're gonna deep dive and I'm gonna give you a perspective like you've never heard before about the NWO. Oh, Wolfpac, baby. But before we do that, I got a little business to attend to. I want to thank the Dragon Wagon Radio for hosting this podcast, and keeping it uncensored, so that I can get all the swears out of my fucking ass tits, right? So I can say stuff like that, and so it won't be censored like titty fart YouTube bullshit. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, moment we all been waiting for. Let's talk about the fucking Wolfpac, baby. The NWO Wolfpac was born on May 4th, 1998 on WCW Monday Nitro, when Kevin Nash and Macho Man Randy Savage and Conan appeared wearing black shirts with a red NWO logo, as opposed to the familiar white NWO logo. Other than my shirt, has there been a cooler shirt in wrestling? I mean, if you're watching the YouTube version, you see my sick Mark E classic shirt that you can get over at our Pro Wrestling Tees store. But let me ask you this. Has there ever been another cooler shirt in wrestling? Been classic shirts over the years. We've had the sick DX Suck It shirt, Austin 316, fucking all kinds of great shirts over the years. But the NWO Wolfpac shirt, I tell you what, I have such cool, vivid memories of going through middle school and fucking wearing that shirt. And man, I just saw all the pootie. It just swarmed all the pootie, right? I know a lot of you can probably relate to that at home. If you guys weren't getting any pootie before, you slapped an NWO Wolfpac shirt on, yeah, it's a guaranteed pootie generator. Just fucking a pootie magnet. Only thing that tops it, also another NWO shirt. NWO, the Red Wolf shirt with the wolf face on it. That shirt is still sick. Show me a shirt that's sicker than that fucking shirt. I'll give you an answer. Ding, ding, bang, fucking ding. There ain't one. NWO Wolfpac red and black shirt. NWO Red Wolf face shirt. Two of the best shirts in wrestling history outside of my own Marky Xtreme shirt. The NWO Wolf, the trio called themselves the NWO Wolfpac, a name which Kevin Nash had previously been using alongside Scott Hall and Six to refer themselves as a trio. You guys remember that? And they were joined in the following weeks by Kurt Hennig, Miss Elizabeth, Rick Rude, and Dusty Rhodes. The Wolfpac became the first NWO incarnation to wrestle as baby faces. Now, let me ask you this. Here's a question for you. If the Wolfpac returned today, who should be in it? Well, I'll tell you this. I know for a fact that goddamn Tony Khan over at AEW, Vince and WWE don't know what the hell they're doing, because if I had the stick, and trust me, I know what to do when I'm holding the stick. If I had the stick in this business, or the pencil, I can't remember if it's the saying is, if you're the booker, you hold a stick or you hold a pencil. I'm pretty sure at some point you're holding a stick. Anyways, if I had the stick, first thing I'd do on day one, outside of, bringing Marky Xtreme in, going straight to WrestleMania, still waiting on that phone call, Vince. First thing I would do, bring the Wolfpac back together. And there's many ways you could do this. You could bring in legacy members like fucking Kevin Nash and fucking Scott Hall and Wolfpac Sting or whatever. But I'm saying let's infuse some fucking legacy members with some fresh faces. I'm partial, but I think obviously choice is Marky Xtreme being in the mix. You make this shirt, this Marky legacy shirt, red. I might actually do that. That's actually a really good idea. No, but I think you could have a hell of a NWO Wolfpac in there today. Who in the WWE, if the Wolfpac was to come in, I'd put Kevin Nash as the leader. You could have fucking, who else could you have in there? I'd get Nia Jax back, put her in there. God dang it. I miss Nia Jax. Big fucking mistake, WWE. And has anybody checked on her hole? It's been a while. We should probably do a wellness check. Another you could probably have Dolph Ziggler up in there. He's cool. Fuck, I don't know who else I'd put in there. I don't even fucking really know who's in the WWE no more. Maybe Roman Reigns. Put Roman Reigns in the Wolfpac. He kind of looks like a wolf, so that makes sense. Lone Wolf Baron Corbin. That makes sense. That's just rocket science. And then over in AEW, if you were to bring the Wolfpac back, causing mass erections, you could have Wolfpac Sting be the leader, obviously. And who else you could put Bean Ambrose in there? Eddie Kingston would be a sick Wolfpac member. Definitely would not put Peter Avalon in there, PP Boy. Keep him as far away from the Wolfpac as possible. But Peter Avalon, PP Boy, is pretty much the Disco Inferno of the Wolfpac. And if you remember the history, I know we're not there yet in our timeline in the episode, but if you remember the history of fucking PP Boy of the original NWO Wolfpac, fucking Disco Inferno would be the equivalent of PP Avalon. Disgusting. How does that son of a bitch get a contract before me? Makes me sick. At Slamboree 1998, Scott Hall made his return. Made his return to WCW in the colors of the Wolfpac for the Outsiders title defense. During the match, however, he, along with Dusty Rhodes, turned on Kevin Nash by hitting him with the goddamn title belts, which gave the win to the Sting to Team. Shit, Mark, get your shit together. You're hosting. I'm gonna take all this out. Give me a second. Fuck, Mark. Show them why the podcast is better by yourself. Don't fuck it up. 3, 2, 1. Edit this out, Dragon Wagon. which he then gave the win to Sting and the Giant. The next night on Nitro, Hall was introduced as the newest member of the NWO Hollywood. Now, question, was this the worst decision Scott Hall has ever made in his entire life? You know, if you put every bad decision that Scott Hall's ever made in his life, I would say this is at the top of your list, Scott Hall. And if you're listening to this, I think that, you know, if you ever get access to a time machine, if fucking Doc Brown swings into your backyard, comes in your backyard with a DeLorean, then I would hop in. And I would put fucking Slamboree 1998 on the little dashboard, and I would get back there and hug Kevin Nash. Say I'm sorry. Say in another timeline, an alternate universe, I fucked up. I began the scent of, you know, bad decisions, and it all started here. You know, but what do I know? I'm no life coach. I could be. My life is I'm the perfect example of how a man's life should be. I've been an undefeated world champion for 15 plus years. I get all the pooty, maybe from one girl named Tammy. It might be fucking not the top tier pooty that I deserve, but hey, there's always other Applebee's. And Tammy and I are on the rocks right now, okay? And it's fine. I'll be fine. She will realize soon enough that I'm a fucking catch. And I don't like to be called a little bitch. I'm not a little bitch. I'm going to cut all this out. Just having a fucking hard day. Never done these podcasts by myself. Tammy called me a little bitch this morning because she said, oh, only little bitches cry and shit their pants. Everybody shits their pants, Tammy. Fuck. Get it together, Mark. You got this. You're a fucking world's champion. Go give your belt a kiss. Sometimes I want to fuck it. Okay, back to business. I can take this. 3, 2, 1. On the May 25th episode of WCW Monday Nitro, the Wolfpac added Lex Luger, who urged his friend Sting to join him. However, NWO Hollywood made their own effort to woo Sting. Sting revealed his decision on the following week's Nitro, fooling Hollywood into believing that he was going to join his side, then turning on him and tearing off the black and white NWO t-shirt he was wearing to reveal a red and black one underneath. God dang it. And as part of this, he was joining officially the NWO Wolfpac. Sting began painting his face red and black instead of the traditional black and white crow style that he'd been doing since 1996. And then from then on out, from Sting was cooler than he ever has been. Once a month, I go down on Tammy and I become Wolfpac Sting. I shouldn't have said that. That's what I shouldn't. I said that. I shouldn't have said that. I'm gonna have that edited out. That was very gross thinking about it, and I actually don't ever really do that. I just, in the moment, I thought that'd be a funny joke, and I realize now it might get me canceled. It's 2022, Mark. You can't say shit like that. I'm sorry. I don't. I'm gonna make a public announcement right here because I have a feeling I'm gonna get canceled from that. I don't go down on my girlfriend Tammy once a month when she's on her period. I don't become Wolfpac Sting once a month when I go down on my girlfriend Tammy once a month. That grosses me out. I don't even do that. Forget I said it. Take it out. This is a perfect segue to our first sponsor. If you need to take out stains, if you need to take out something like a stain perhaps, call my mom Tammy's house cleaning service. If you got a stain in your carpet, if you got a stain on your couch that needs a deep removal, call my mom Tammy. She'll come to your house. You know, it's in the fine print of the contract that she has to smoke cigarettes when she cleans in your house, but it's fine. She's guaranteed to get any stain out that you need removed. Call my house. Our phone lines are open 24/6. One day out of the week, she disappears. I don't really know where my mom goes. She says she's got to get it working again. And I just don't even ask any questions. I don't, but call Monday through Saturday, or is it? No, Sunday through, I don't know. She either takes off, it's always different. Just call, and if my mom, Tammy, answers and you got a stain, she'll come to your house and get that stain out. The feud between Hall and Nash culminated, and we're jumping ahead a little bit, but the feud between Hall and Nash culminated in a singles match at WCW Halloween Havoc 1998 in Las Vegas, where Scott Hall earned a count out win after Nash left the ring. Nash later stated that he didn't care about winning the match. Can you believe that? He just wanted his friend back. Also in the same night, Bret Hart defeated Wolfpac member Sting, putting him out of action for about 6 months. And this was Sting's final appearance in the NWO Wolfpac. Now, what people don't know, and this is the redeeming quality and the heartwarming story of the night, Sting actually disappeared after that night for 6 months because he let Jesus in him. And I think that's awesome. Have you let Jesus in you? Is Jesus in you right now? He's in me. And my life is flourishing. Ever since I let Jesus in me, there in my heart, I had tell you victory after victory after victory. And I'm not just talking about in the backyard. I'm talking about in life victories. I walk into a fucking Applebee's and the seas part. Maybe because of the pheromones that my pecker puts off. I don't know. Alls I know is I am treated like royalty in every Applebee's I walk into. So I got to give it to Sting. He is, it's well documented that, he was dealing with a lot of demons. And what better way to fight off a demon than let Jesus inside of you? I fight off demons on a daily basis with my tag team partner, Jesus. Okay. Yeah, I cuss a little bit, but I bet Jesus cussed. Yeah, they can't put it in the Bible. When I get a book all about me, I'm gonna change some things too. I'm not gonna put that I was a cussing sailor. I'm gonna put that I was inspired. I inspired children. I'm gonna write that I went to the WWE. I'm gonna write that I went on straight to the world title match at WrestleMania this year. That's what I'm going to put in my book. That night was a big turning point for the Wolfpac. Halloween Havoc 98. I think Nash should have won the match. I think every victory counts. Man. Jump forward a little bit. At Starrcade, Nash, same year, 1998, Starrcade 1998, Kevin Nash handed Goldberg his first loss. And Nash got this opportunity because I believe it was fucking World War III. He won the shot to get it into this match. Nash handed Goldberg his first loss, something that nobody thought was possible. I sure as hell didn't. A little lowercase e watching back then as a fan, just visioning what my future was going to look like in this business, similar to Goldberg. Yeah, I got to tell you, my undefeated streak was heavily, not fully, but heavily inspired by the undefeated streak of Bill Goldberg. Absolutely. I saw what he was doing, came right into the business undefeated. So have I. But let me ask you this. Has Bill Goldberg been undefeated for 15 plus years? He hasn't. Nobody's done what I've done in this business. Not Goldberg, not Kevin Nash, not Hollywood Hogan, not AEW champion Adam Page, not Roman Reigns, not Brock Lesnar. Nobody's done what I've fucking done in this business. Back to business. So yes, Goldberg had his first loss from Kevin Nash. I remember it very vividly. Scott Hall interfered in the match after he was returning. He was disguised as a fucking security guard. Ingenious. Scott Hall interfered in the match, shocking Goldberg with a taser, incapacitating him long enough for the oblivious Kevin Nash to hit the jackknife powerbomb and score the win. First thing I want to say, jackknife powerbomb, one of the fucking coolest moves in this business. God dang fucking Kevin Nash used to look like he was fucking somebody's head and you throw him up and go, ah! Man, I make sure every match I have in Backyard Wrestling Entertainment, I fucking I slam at least 3 jackknife power bombs. And if the dude's lighter, like if it's easier for me to pick him up, fuck, that's all I'm gonna do, motherfucker. Now, if he's a fat ass like Yokozuna, you can pretty much guarantee I am not gonna risk my lower back to pick up Yokozuna, because my lower back is very important. One, I got to carry this whole fucking business. So I can't afford to have my back hurt. Now, okay. Looking back, and I don't really goddamn understand this. A lot of people shit on this whole match. But I have never understood that. Okay? I've never understood what or why they see doesn't make sense about this. You got Goldberg out there. Undefeated monster. How you got to take him out with a weapon. You know, the only thing I would say is, why didn't you go further? Finish the job. It's what I would, it's what I would do. You know how many times I've taken a bullet in the backyard? I haven't yet, but if anybody in Backyard Wrestling Entertainment is listening, you want to put me out for good? I'm just kidding. That's nothing I should actually encourage. Should we do? No. I was just kind of running storylines in my head right there. It's tough when you're running a business, a Backyard Wrestling Entertainment, and you got to constantly be thinking about storylines. Is this a good idea? But I don't think it would be a good idea. And the logistics, could we fake it? Maybe if I dressed Skeeter up like me, would that be convincing? No, there's no way people would believe it. Our bodies are very different. Okay, I forget I ever said that too. But no, I think a lot of people shit on this, like, it was genius. Goldberg was an undefeated monster. Nobody's defeated him. Kevin Nash had his buddy. They figured shit out from Halloween Havoc. Had his buddy come out, tase him with a cattle prod. Freaking things make fucking cows shit themselves. That's another thing nobody talks about. I guarantee for a fact they were shitting them britches. I guarantee for a fucking fact Goldberg shit his pants on Starrcade 98. I would love to talk to somebody that was present that could tell me if Goldberg shit himself at Halloween Havoc or Starrcade 98. Because I could probably guarantee you that he did. On the first Nitro of the new year, January 4th, 1999 to be exact, which took place at Atlanta's Georgia Dome, Kevin Nash and Goldberg were scheduled to face off in a Starrcade rematch, as Nash had promised on the December 28th episode of Nitro. However, the NWO Hollywood accused the former champion of stalking Miss Elizabeth. Who fucking wouldn't? And Goldberg was arrested and taken to, I take that back too. I condone stalking, and I've never stalked anybody. Don't cancel me. Hashtag don't cancel me 2022. And Goldberg was arrested and taken from the arena in handcuffs. Like that would fucking stop Goldberg, huh? Man, Goldberg probably could have ripped right through those fucking handcuffs. Later that night, Hulk Hogan made his return to WCW for the first time since November 1998 and was challenged by the reigning champion Kevin Nash. Hogan accepted Nash's request and took Goldberg's place in the main event. In the match, after the bell rang to begin the bout, Hogan poked Nash in the chest, after which Kevin Nash fell violently to the mat. Hogan covered Nash for the win and became champion once again. After the win, Hogan celebrated in the ring with Nash, Hall, Steiner, revealing that it was all a conspiracy and the NWO, you two, we are in control, had reunited under what would be known as the NWO Elite. Man, the elite. You think you were elite? Yeah, man, these guys were elite way before you. This was the greatest night in the history of sports entertainment. Let me repeat myself. This was the greatest night in the history of sports entertainment, and I'm going to tell you why. The NWOs. Talk about a storyline that makes button up in the end. All a conspiracy. Has there ever been a better plan that worked out? Oh, we're going to pretend that we're going to form this group in 1996. We're eventually going to have a pretend split up. We're going to pretend, act like we hate each other for like a year. And then we're going to get back together. God dang genius, man. Only the NWO Elite could pull off. You know, another reason it's one of the greatest nights in the history of our sport. Hogan has the most powerful finger in this business. You know, he's the only man I'd let finger me in the middle of a ring. With one finger, he formed the NWO Elite. Now, I said earlier that the NWO red and black shirt and the NWO red with a wolf face shirt was a cool shirt. But God, remember the fucking NWO Elite shirt? You had the NWO on it with the red and white beams coming out of it. Looked like a goddamn fucking awesome ass candy cane peppermint. I fucking guarantee that the peppermint industry stock shot way up. Nobody gave a fuck about peppermints before the NWO Elite shirt. I can tell you that for a fucking fact. You know, another shirt that nobody gave a fuck about before. I was going to say peppermints, but that doesn't make sense. The On Your Mark podcast exclusive t-shirts. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a set of exclusive, sick, pristine fucking merch and apparel that you can get only at one place that supports our podcast, and it's at OnYourMarkShow.com. There, you can find exclusive t-shirts. You can get face masks with E's all over them. You can get a sick-ass coffee mug with my face on it. What's a better way to start your day than to just suck some fucking job out of my head? There ain't no better way to start the day. There isn't. And if you want to support our show in the best way possible, or not the best way, it's one of the greatest ways, but one of the good ways possible. There's a lot of ways to support the show. But if you want to support the show, go to OnYourMarkShow.com. Go to our exclusive podcast store put together by Dragon Wagon Radio and pick up some exclusive podcast merch, baby. Man, this has been the best episode ever. I tell you what, I think that I didn't have a single mess up. I didn't say anything I wasn't supposed to. And I think, you know why? It's solely because Skeeter's not here. I said it. And am I lying? Did I have one mess up? Don't think so. Best episode ever. And I want to thank Dragon Wagon Radio for hosting this show. And on Dragon Wagon Radio, you can check out other shows like Me, You, and 30 Other Men. That sounds fucking hot. Haven't listened to it yet, but I have an idea what that's about. They also got shows called Koi Cast, which I guess is about some kind of fucking fish or something. Again, and all kinds of other Wrestling Compadre Slamcast, all that other cool shit. You can find it all on all of your podcast platforms or at dragonwagonradio.com. Also, be sure to check out this show on Apple Podcasts where you can review the show. You know where I said that you wanted to support the show or that you can support our show the best way possible? Well, the best truest way possible is this. Pull up Apple Podcasts. Search for the On Your Mark Wrestling Podcasts. Leave us a rating and review. Okay? It's that fucking simple. Leave us a rating and review. A positive one, please. If I find one motherfucker that leaves a dumb rating review as a joke or something funny, I'm going to be pissed off. And you know, another incentive is why you should take 2 to 3 fucking minutes out of your life to go do this. One, not only does it help our show and go up in the algorithms and you get all new fresh ears to listen on it, but 2, I am Santa Claus. I'm going to be picking one of these reviews here soon to give a free fucking t-shirt. That's right. You heard me. Somebody is going to get a free t-shirt coming soon if you leave a rating and review. So you better march your happy ass on over right now to get a rating or to leave a rating review on our Apple Podcast to get a free t-shirt sent to you. Another great way to support the show is through our Patreon page at patreon.com/OIMshow. There you get access to our podcast early. You want a podcast? You want the podcast before everybody else does? You want to walk down the street where all the kids are listening to the On Your Mark podcast? Did you just get that today on Wednesday when it normally drops? Well, hey, guys, what, asshole? I got it Monday because I'm a fucking skid mark and you're not. You should be. And then maybe I would accept you. You can do that if you join our Patreon page. Not only can you do that, you're going to get exclusive content. You're going to get access to exclusive merch. One of the things being you could get a freaking replica backyard wrestling entertainment title. All these people dropping money on AEW titles, which that fucking price is insane. I looked at getting one. I'm going to have to try to find a way to swindle Skeeter to purchase one for me when he gets out of the fucking well. I should probably check on him. Nah, fuck it. Another thing that you can get is an exclusive weekly shout out on our podcast page. And the shout outs this week are as follows: Miguel Diaz, Mr. Blix, Rick Conley, Tim Redbeard, Jason K, Melissa Mayette, Bruce Harmeyer, Kevin Hirth, and a special shout out goes to Crab Stamper. He's getting an exclusive Skid Mark t-shirt, and so can you if you march your happy ass on over right now to patreon.com/OYMshow. In closing, if the NWO Wolfpac Elite needed to be formed today, who should finger who to create it? And I think the only logical choice in my mind is for Big Show to finger Hornswoggle. Former NWO member, he's got a big ass finger, and Hornswoggle's tiny ass taking a big ass finger from Big Show would just be fucking funny as hell. Right? Okay, that's all for this week and the best On Your Mark podcast episode ever. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Same E time, same E network. Okay, I gotta take a shit. See ya.
Dragon Wagon.